Good day, everyone. Today, I'll take you on a journey through the wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece, but one that speaks directly to the challenges of our modern lives. At its core, Stoicism is about resilience, rationality, and living in harmony with nature. Let's explore its guiding framework, the 12 rules of Stoicism. These rules can help us develop strength of character, emotional balance, and clarity in decision-making. 1. Define your values and principles. The first step toward living a Stoic life is clarity. What do you stand for? What principles guide your actions? For the Stoics, this wasn't a vague exercise. It was about identifying virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control, and making them the foundation of all decision-making. Practical tip: write down your core values. Whenever you're faced with a tough decision, ask yourself, does this align with my principles? This helps eliminate impulsive or value-compromising choices. 2. Practice self-denial and austerity. This rule isn't about rejecting joy, but about moderation. The Stoics believed that overindulgence weakens our character and ties our happiness to fleeting pleasures. Self-denial helps us build resilience and contentment with life's essentials. Example: instead of always chasing luxury, focus on appreciating simplicity. Marcus Aurelius wrote about how even coarse bread or plain water could bring satisfaction when consumed with gratitude. Practical tip: try small acts of self-denial. Skip an unnecessary purchase or fast for a meal. These exercises strengthen your discipline and highlight how little you truly need to be content. 3. Accept the things you cannot change. This is perhaps the most famous Stoic rule, and one deeply embedded in modern self-help. The Serenity Prayer captures its essence. Focus on what you can change, accept what you cannot, and develop the wisdom to know the difference. For the Stoics, this wasn't passive resignation, but active engagement with reality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Practical tip: when faced with setbacks, ask, is this within my control? If it isn't, let go of frustration and focus on adapting to what is. 4. Focus on what you can control. This rule complements the third, but narrows your attention to what's actionable. The Stoics saw the mind as our true domain, where we can cultivate rational thoughts, measured responses, and intentional actions. Example: imagine being stuck in traffic. You can't control the delay, but you can control your mindset. Use the time to practice gratitude, listen to an audiobook, or simply enjoy the moment. Practical tip: list out your concerns and categorize them. What's within your control and what isn't? Then redirect all your energy to the former. 5. Be mindful of the present moment. The Stoics were masters of mindfulness long before it became a buzzword. Dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, they argued, robs us of the present, the only time we can act. Example: Epictetus taught that our perceptions often distort reality. By focusing on the present, we gain clarity and can respond to life's challenges with wisdom. Practical tip: throughout the day, pause and ask, what's happening right now? How can I engage fully with this moment? 6. Develop resilience and endurance. Life is full of challenges. Instead of avoiding them, the Stoics embraced adversity as a teacher. Seneca likened hardships to a fire that tempers steel. Each trial strengthens us. Example: when facing rejection or failure, instead of despairing, view it as an opportunity to build resilience. Practical tip: keep a journal of your struggles and the lessons they've taught you. Reflecting on past challenges helps you face future ones with confidence. 7. Cultivate virtue and moral integrity. For the Stoics, living virtuously wasn't optional, it was the highest good. Integrity, courage, and fairness were not just ideals but daily practices. Example: Marcus Aurelius advised treating others with fairness, even when they wrong us, because our character, not theirs, defines our virtue. Practical tip: identify one virtue to focus on each week. For example, practice fairness by ensuring your interactions with others are equitable and just. 8. Practice gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude was central to Stoic practice. Even amidst hardship, they found reasons to be thankful, whether for the lessons in adversity or the beauty of a fleeting moment. Example: Epictetus urged his students to wake each day with appreciation for being alive and for the chance to contribute to the world. Practical tip: end each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. This simple habit rewires your brain to focus on the positive aspects of life. 9. Embrace adversity and challenges. The Stoics didn't just tolerate adversity, they welcomed it. Marcus Aurelius saw challenges as opportunities to practice resilience, courage, and creativity. Example: in his journal, Marcus wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Obstacles become stepping stones. Practical tip: reframe problems as puzzles to solve. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. 10. Maintain inner peace and equanimity. In a chaotic world, the Stoics prioritized cultivating an unshakable calm. Marcus Aurelius reflected often on the futility of anger and the power of maintaining tranquility. Example: picture a stormy sea. Instead of being tossed by every wave of emotion, strive to remain anchored. This isn't about suppressing feelings, but choosing responses wisely. Practical tip: practice daily moments of stillness. Whether through meditation, deep breathing, or quiet reflection, build a habit of calming your mind. 11. Seek wisdom and self-improvement. Stoicism is a philosophy of continual growth. The pursuit of wisdom isn't a destination, but a lifelong journey. Example: Seneca encouraged learning from others, not just their successes, but their failures. Every experience, he argued, is an opportunity to learn. Practical tip: commit to lifelong learning. Read widely, engage in meaningful conversations, and seek feedback from trusted mentors. 12. Remember the transience of life. The Stoics meditated often on mortality, not to be morbid, but to remind themselves of life's preciousness. Marcus Aurelius urged, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Example: understanding life's brevity helps us focus on what truly matters, whether it's relationships, purpose, or simply enjoying the present. Practical tip: reflect on how you want to be remembered. Let this guide your daily actions and priorities. Conclusion: living the Stoic way. The 12 rules of Stoicism are more than guidelines. They're a way of life. They teach us to rise above life's chaos, focus on what we can control, and live virtuously. In practicing them, we can build resilience, clarity, and purpose, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. As you leave today, consider which of these rules resonates most with you. Start small and gradually let Stoic wisdom shape your life. As the Stoics remind us, the journey to a flourishing life begins with a single step.